Hello everybody. Hey Divine Beings. Como está usted? I ask that you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so. So we're just going to get us a read, see what's the most important messages that Spirit wants us to know for today. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest. Always remember to flip and switch the roles. It could be he and she and she, he and he, whichever way, But thank you for all that has subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to be part of the Divine Beings family. So good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you're viewing this message. So let's see. Holy Spirit, angels of the highest white light, archangels and guardian angels, spirit guides, ascended masters. What's the most important messages you want the Divine Beings to know for today? Spirit, please and thank you. Most important messages for the Divine Beings. Okay. So you have healing heart. So someone's healing from a heartbreak, freeing themselves of toxic relationships and addictions in the coffin. So endings, new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So someone's healing from some broken heart, and they freeing themselves from those feelings and those addictions of those type of relationships. This is an ending to that, and you have new beginnings coming because of this. You grow, you change, you transition. Bottom of the deck is abundance, which is you keeping a positive mindset, manifesting exactly what you want. You showing gratitude and being blissful. Okay. So we have Hand of Cards. Hand of Cards. Take a chance, risk. Being strategic. Options. Not showing hand. Gambling. So you might have been dealing with someone that was not showing their hand, that was taking a lot of chances, risking, with in this relationship and shit. Because they maybe thought they had a lot of options and shit like that. Soulmates. Soul connection, partnerships, agreements, soul contracts. So you might be coming into a partnership with a soulmate. Or this could be the person that you was dealing with. They could have been like a soulmate to you. Separation. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. So this person is missing you. They thinking about you and shit like that because they know that, they was over here being strategic and shit. They was gambling with this relationship when they know that this was a fucking a soulmate connection, a partnership that was something that was a higher level of commitment. So now that y'all separated, this person is sad and they missing you and shit. So now they want to go out on a date, So this person might be coming in to ask you to go out on a date, or you might be going out on some dates, meeting some new people and shit like that. Like getting back out there and shit, making plans to do something. Okay, after you had to heal your heart and ended some things because people didn't want to show their hands, they wanted to gamble with the relationship, even though they was a fucking higher level of commitment, but now they want to date you and shit. Okay, so let's see. Well, like I said, you might be about to start going on some dates and shit. Girl talk. Time with girls, moving on, happy, single, living in the moment, having fun. Okay, so you in the spirit of dealing with having fun, going out, enjoying yourself, talking to your girls. Maybe you guys are getting up and trying to hang out and shit. Bottom of the deck is karmic relationships. Fleeting, triggering, turmoil, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So you definitely, even though this probably was a soulmate partnership, but by them gambling this relationship and, seeing this as an option and shit like that, and not showing they fucking hands with what was really going on, they turned this shit into a karmic relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Now you separated from them, but they still want to date you. But you over here enjoying yourself, being single and shit, talking to your homeboys and your homegirls, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're not being bothered, okay? But you definitely healed from that relationship. You know, any addictions and shit, toxic shit that was going on over there. And you transformed and shit like that. So let's see. Tell me more about this healing heart spirit. All right, because you got number 12, which is a 3, should be a celebration. But these owls talk about gossip. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's chit-chatting and shit about you or whatever. But it's just sad, but at the end of the day, it's just it's short-lived, you know what I'm saying? But you're probably gonna get some communication about who's been gossiping and shit like that. You might even be meeting up with some of these people that has been gossiping and shit like that and have a conversation with them. Okay, so let's see. What's this coffin? Right, so the coffin is number 35. You might be 35 years old, but 35 is an 8, you know what I'm saying? That's working and like trying to perfect your craft and shit. But the ending is you ending being held back, you know what I'm saying? Because the anchor is about being held back and shit like that, and people trying to hold you down and weigh you down, put extra heavy shit on you, whereas you can't really move forward and shit like that. But you know, they trying to hold, you know, being held in place and shit like that. Burdens. Okay, but that's what you ending. You ending anyone holding you back, trying to make you, you know, feel stuck and shit like that, like you can't move forward or whatever. That shit is, that's dead. You know what I mean? You ended that shit because you got new beginnings coming in. You grew from those situations and shit. So we have Lilies, the 30, might be 30 years old, but a 3 celebration. So with the hand of cards and the lilies, so the lilies is about someone that like that's influential to you, someone that gives good advice and shit like that. This is someone that's like mature and you know, this is but this is supposed to be like peace and harmony and shit like that. Completion, satisfaction, even maybe sex influences being recognized. But this person that you felt like was someone that you could take a chance with, that was someone that was you know, you felt like they gave good advice and you know they was a good person and you know shit like that. Only come find out that they wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? That they was just taking chances and risking shit. But they took a chance on you and risked you, you know what I mean? And they didn't want to show you their hands. And now, look at them over here wanting to date and shit. So let's see. Soulmates is the lady, number 29, which is an 11. So you might even be coming into a partnership with a soulmate. Like I said, it's going to be with a lady or a male, you know. But 29 is 11, twin flame number. 11 always also breaks down to a 2. So some choices and shit like that. Having to balance some things out or whatever. But the lady is a female significant, a young lady, a woman you are choosing to partner with, or a person that you chose to be, that you're going to choose to be with, could even be a friend. Okay, so that's you, you know, or you coming into contact with a young lady that's going to be someone that's a soulmate, that you guys are going to have a beautiful connection, a partnership. Okay, separation, wow. So the separation is number 28 and 8, right? But this is the grave and the gentleman. And that came under separation. So this person is missing you and shit like that after you separated from them. You know, they were supposed to be this gentleman and shit like that, but you had to end this shit. You know what I'm saying? You had to put that shit to rest, because at the end of the day, this person didn't want to show you their hands, and they over here fucking gambling in your relationship, taking chances and shit, feeling like everything is a fucking option and shit like that. But this is like a partner, you know what I'm saying? With the number 28, the gentleman, that's the partner. But the grave is the ending to something, transition that comes from an ending. So you transformed, you know what I mean? You ended that, you have a renewal and whatnot. But this person is unhappy that you left and you separated from them. Now they feeling like they miss you and shit, and they don't know what's going on with their future and shit. But that's neither your problem. So we have number 22. We in year 22, but 22 is also a 4 about the stability. So you at a crossroads where you might be trying to make some choices about people that you're going out with and shit like that, because it's time for you to start dating and getting back out there. So there's some decisions that you need to make about what path that you want to take with dealing with these new people that's coming inside your life. This is choices, direction, journeys, destiny, cycles. Sometimes you may be feeling torn, but you have free will to choose whatever way that you want to go. So there's going to be some choices that you're going to be making about the people that you meet and shit, and you getting back out there and shit like that, if that's the journey, if that's the direction you want to take in your life. So let's see, what's this girl talk? Oh gosh, so the fox, which is number 14. So with that, the fox is someone being sneaky and shit like that. So I don't know, maybe one of these little girlfriends or one of your little homeboys and shit like that is around you, that's being sneaky and shit, that's being cunning and shit, that's doing some dumb shit behind the scenes. And number 14 is a 5, so that's about a change. So you definitely got to make some changes with that situation. So this is someone who is intelligent and cunning. So this is someone that's trying to trick you and shit. So I'm just saying, with with whoever your girlfriends or your homeboys and shit like that, you got to be careful, you know what I'm saying? Watch for manipulation and shit like that with this person, with these people, because they might have hidden intentions. But it's just a need for you to just, be cautious and shit with dealing with them. Okay? So, and then you have the cross, which is 36. You may be 36 years old, but that's a 9, almost completion. But the cross talks about, spirituality. Excuse me. I need a little sip. A little parched over here. But, that just talks about a situation that just requires faith. You know what I mean? So with this karmic partnership that you was dealing with, that karmic relationship and shit, that triggered you, that was just really like a lesson and shit, that you had to let go and love yourself more. This is just saying that was just, that it just requires for you to have faith in that situation, that you let it go and shit like that. Don't worry about it. Like, you don't want to be feeling, like, you probably felt like this person was like a yin and yang. You guys was like very balanced and shit like that. But, yeah, it's okay. Just have faith. Karma's playing out, and you're going to be okay, because at the end of the day, you healed from that whole situation, from feeling heartbroken and shit like that. You moved on, you transitioned from that, even healing from, because this person was probably over here talking about you behind your back too, and it's like, wow, you in a relationship with somebody, and the person that you're in a relationship is fucking talking about you. So Spirit, tell us more about this Right, so this was somebody that was your emperor, you know, but this person, like I said, they over here talking behind your back. You know, you had to heal your heart from that situation. It still was a toxic relationship and shit like that. So this emperor was probably someone that felt like they was inside this boss status and shit like that, talking behind your back or whatever. But at the end of the day, that shit didn't lead that motherfucker to nowhere but feeling sad and wanting fucking and missing you and shit. It's crazy. Okay, so let's see. What's about this anchor and this coffin? Right, because you're not playing. Like I said, look, the devil in reverse. So that's releasing the same thing. The endings for new beginnings, growth, transformation, transition, liberation and shit. Letting go of anything that's holding you down, trying to hold you back. Holding you back was like, you know, people trying to have you inside this low vibrational, devilish energy and shit like that. So you over here, you speaking the truth and shit like that. You cutting straight through things. You using your mind over, you know, the mind over your heart. Not to say like you're not using your heart, but at the end of the day, you definitely making sure you think things through and not just go with how you feel. But you releasing all of the toxicity and, you know, any of those low vibrational things, even within this, and even the person. So let's see. What's this hand of cards and the lilies? So everything gonna jump in reverse. Right. So that's the Ten of Wands, putting that shit down. You know, this person was supposed to be someone that was like, you know, that supposed to be giving good advice and, you know, being a stand-up ass type of person and shit like that for you or whatever. But they just fucking gambled the situation and shit. Now they want to put down all of these burdens and shit like that and try to come towards you. But it don't look like you're going towards them because you have a soulmate coming in with the lady. Okay, which is a female partner that's very nurturing and shit like that. So tell me some more about this lady. Nine of Pentacles. Right. Someone that's going to be single, independent, stand up for themselves, take care of their own, have their own and shit like that. Male or female, you understand what I'm saying? Not somebody that's going to be over here trying to ride your coattail and shit. This is going to be someone that might be more connected to spirituality, you know, or just more aligned with the way you are. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so tell us more about this grave and this gentleman. So you definitely, this person that's going to come in is going to be somebody that's single, that's not playing. You know, they about their business. You know what I mean? They put that work in. They make sure because they need to have their own. So let's see. What's this separation with this gentleman in the grave? Right, because it was just too much competition, fighting and shit like that that was going on over there. Like, that's not no way that you can fucking live. Like, you can't be thriving and no shit like that. So you had to let that fucking person go. You ended that shit with this so-called gentleman. And now look at his face. He looking all fucking sad and like, oh well. Like he don't know what the fuck is going on. Right, because he's unaware of his fucking future. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's see. What's this date with the crossroads? Okay, because there's somebody that's going to be coming in that's going to make a romantic, heartfelt gesture towards you, try to offer you something. This person is going to want to go out on a date with you, and you're going to have to make a choice, you know what I'm saying? But I do see this as being a balanced situation. It's going to be equal give and take, even with the stars, something that's healing. Of course, you're the fucking empress, you know what I'm saying? Very loving, nurturing, and shit like that. So, hold on. Shit, that was trying to come out. So let's see. What's this girl talk with this cunning, slick person that's behind the scenes? So with these people that's supposed to be your friend, but they still doing slick shit, you know what I'm saying, and trying to manipulate. Right, 5 of Cups, because that's the energy that they want you in. They want you to be feeling sad and depressed and shit like that. But why the fuck they want you? Look, 7 of fucking swords, bottom of the deck. 9 of wands. Yeah. 3 of fucking cups. So, these people just want you to feel inside this lack energy. They want you to be depressed and sad and shit like that. I don't understand. Why would somebody want you to be like that? For what? Why 5 of Cups, Spirit? Oh, because your ass is a fucking blessing, honey. Because you got this money. Like, you just good. You know what I mean? Like, you got opportunities and things that come to you. You know, that the Most High offers you a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he makes sure he take care of you because you healed yourself. You know, you out here. You don't be trying to fuck people over. So people are jealous of that shit, and they want you to be feeling sad and depressed, so that way you either miss your opportunities that come towards you, but also that you're a big blessing. You're an opportunity. You're bright. You know what I mean? When you're around, people enjoy your company and shit like that, and these motherfuckers is jealous of this shit. That is fucking sad. Okay, so let's see. 2 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. They want you juggling. So let's get some advice from Spirit, and then I'll do the, I'll get you a love note, and I'll do the yes and no questions. So what's the advice? Progress, not perfection. I cannot even see you. I can't even see. So this is saying that, you know, you don't have to be perfect, you know what I mean? But just the fact that you put in work and shit like that is definitely moving you forward and shit. So, you know, don't look to be perfect, but just look to make progress. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're making some type of progress, you're going to get to your end, your end game. But if you don't, if you're just looking for perfection, you might keep starting over. But if you just, take things slow by slow, when things get messed up, when it's not exactly the way you want it, you still, you tweak it and you keep pushing forward, you keep doing something, because we're not born perfect, period. Let's see, what else, Spirit? What else is the advice? So even with somebody coming into your life, don't look for them to be perfect, but look for them, as long as they doing the right things by you and they trying and shit like that, that's something, as long as you're getting some type of progress. So stress reduction. Oh my goodness. I can't even fucking see what's on here. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes today. See, that be part of these attacks that people do, because they don't want you to be. This shit is sad. But you might need to, de-stress your mind, your body, and your soul. So it might be time for you to recharge. Take some time to yourself, like take you a spiritual bath, and get off all of that yucky ass fucking energy that people have been sending to you. I need to do the same. I think I'm going to do that as soon as I finish. And then you got spiritual path. Your true beliefs and are becoming clear to you, which prompt you to make necessary life changes. Right, so things became clear to you, and that's the reason why, you made these changes and shit like that. So Spirit is saying that was the proper thing to do. Like, as things became clear to you, that you made the right choice to move away from this person. But they want you to do some stress reduction. You know what I'm saying? They want you to do a little spiritual bath, maybe take a little walk in the park, you know, just get you some you time and shit like that. Because, you know, you've been putting in work and shit like that, you know, healing yourself from heartbreak and shit like that, from toxic relationships and addictions is not easy, you know what I'm saying? So, but you've been making, you know, even if you're not 100% there, just the fact that you're making progress, keep making progress. You know, don't look for yourself to be completely done with it if it's not the time for it. So let's see. Let's get a love note, spirit, for you, for the divine being. So we have invite your fears to tea. Fears aren't facts. Often they're just scary thoughts or feelings. Instead of judging your fears, invite them to tea. Offer them a cookie and have a chat. Listen to what they have to say. When we're courageous enough to be with what scares us, we receive powerful wisdom. Right, so invite that bitch to tea and let them know what's going on, what needs to be, okay? But when you know, things that you're scared about and shit like that, don't be fearful for them, because there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Sometimes you just need to, you know, really like see what it is and understand what it is, because at the end of the day, it's just a thought or a feeling, you know what I mean? And these things can be changed, both thoughts and feelings. So just listen to what it is that you're fearing, and then figure out how can you make that change from that, because there's no reason for you to be fearful. Look, Spirit said you did it. Oh, look at you, the king of the mountain. You went to the top. Right. Give a fuck. You did it. You did it. Okay, it says, hooray. Success is here or just around the corner. You've worked hard and your efforts are paying off. Congratulate yourself and truly savor your fantastic victory. Just remember that success comes in cycles, so we can't be on top of our game 24/7. We succeed, celebrate, rest, renew, and succeed again. Know where you are in this journey. You did it before and you'll do it again and again. So, no matter what you go through, you understand what I'm saying? You're going to get through it. Yeah, you know, there might be things that might happen, you know, over and over. Like, you can't always be on the top, right? So, there's going to be times that you're going to feel at your low. You know, it's going to be times that you're going to feel at your high. But, you know, it's just a process. So just take it as it is and keep moving forward, you know. You don't look to be perfect. You just look to make progress in any fucking situation. But you still did it. So let's get you some yes and no's. Let's see. Let's see about some yes and no's. Then I'll come back and do another reading. So let's see. Yes and no, Spirit, for the question on the divine being's mind. Yes and no, yes and no. Yes and no, yes and no. Yes and no, Spirit, yes and no. New career, that's a yes. So if you've been working on something, or if you've been looking for something new, it's coming. You got a new career coming. All is as it should be. So I give that a no, because right now everything is what it's supposed to be. Okay, so let's say yes or no. Stay focused. Yes. So you got a yes, no, yes. So you got a new career. Understand that all is what it should be, and you just need to make sure you staying focused. Okay? So thank you, divine beings. And I ask that you like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I see you in the next one. Love ya.